I know we don't talk about us, but today we have to review something since it might affect the direction of our content. We have officially been acquired by a bigger media group. Watch on so you'll know what's next for us. So, you will have noticed this if you look at the name of our channel. It used to be called The Blue Cats by Goody Feet, but now it's just called The Blue Cats. Many of you have been asking why.
No one asks, who cares about you?
Many of you have been asking why we changed our name. Well, here's the thing. We are no longer under Goody Feet. Goody Feet was ceased to be a company, and all the Blue Cats IP as of the start of the financial year for 2026, which is 1st April 2026, has been officially transferred to a bigger media group. Later, I will reveal the name of this group, which you will definitely know of. But here's what will...
Hey Bodo, Singapore only has got 2 major media groups. You being so secretive.
Bodo, you don't know that I'm just tricking the viewers to watch longer, meh? Okay, this means they allow us to use Bodo. Yeah, so basically, in terms of content, nothing much will change. Most of the team members working on this channel will still be working on this channel, and they will have more support from the bigger media group. Quality will definitely improve, and we might have slightly more branded content, but we will always ensure that there's a balance. So this channel won't be a channel filled with mere advertisements. But why? You see, the media scene in Singapore is more challenging than you expect. First thing first, unlike global YouTube channels that can garner millions of views and earn purely from programmatic sales revenue, this doesn't work in Singapore. The market in Singapore is so small that having 200,000 views in a YouTube video is considered a massive win if most views come from Singapore. I know you have seen Singaporean channels with millions of subscribers and millions of views, but all of these million subscriber Singapore-based channels have most of their views outside of Singapore. We know because we are in the industry, remember? So, the biggest challenge is our small market, which meant we cannot scale no matter how much effort we put in. The only way for us to scale is for us to do content that's catered to the global market, and that will not work for us since our content is specifically made for the local audience. For a small channel like the Blue Cats to survive, we have to depend on branded content, which are sponsored content by brands looking to reach out to Singapore residents. That will at least pay the bill. But based on our understanding, due to the small market and therefore lower fees, it will not scale the company which is why you have not seen any major media company going global in Singapore. And let's face it, since this isn't recurring, it technically isn't a sustainable long-term business model, so it's very challenging for cash flow. You see, we need to provide a steady income for our team members and not have to resort to telling them this.
Sorry, this month not much branded content, so no pay this month.
It will only help if we have a parent company that can support us should we go through a dry spell, which is why we have agreed to be acquired by a major media company. So, what's our parent company now? Yes, you got it right. We are now part of... Hey, no, you bold, you look at the date today . After all, think about it, which company will be stupid enough to buy me? Yeah, today is April's Fool Day, so whatever announcement you have read today or whatever things that will happen today, don't believe . Eh? Now, here's the thing. There's a reason why this sounds so real, especially people who study business. Because acquisitions like this are very common. So common that what you might not know is that many of the brands that you know of actually belongs to the same big company after they acquire smaller brands. For example, do you know that Maggi, KitKat, Nescafe, and even Milo are all under the same company, Nestle? Another interesting example is the pet industry in Singapore. Mars, the company that also owns the Mars Bar, own many pet food brands like Pedigree, Arms, Royal Canin, and many more brands. In addition, they also bought a chain of vets and an emergency vet hospital in Singapore. As to the reason why smaller brands are acquired, there are many different reasons. Therefore, here's today's informative takeaway. Not every small business is a small independent business. They might have strong backing, not because they want it, but sometimes because they really need it to survive. As for us, no we are still independent and struggling, although my belly show otherwise. But then again, it could be because I have been eating the wrong food, which are marketed as healthy. Watch this to know more about foods that look healthy but are very unhealthy. And if you want to advertise with us, do contact us, so we will not need to be acquired by a bigger company . Also, thank you for spending almost 4 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.